it would be nice.
Yes.
I will be happy.
So I think we've delayed it long enough. I think it's time.
Delayed.
I think it's time. I think it's time for the nerd list. So, for those of you who are watching this live on Twitch or watching on YouTube, you're in for a treat. So, look at your screens.
Ooh.
And a thing just happened.
A thing!
It did. So, take it away.
Right. For those of you who are not initiated to the wonder that is the nerd list, Ellen, well, I would say your challenge if you choose to accept it, but tough. You have 2 minutes to answer general knowledge questions on various video games and video game things. And then your score will be placed into the illustrious nerd list to see how you rank against other streamers and ourselves, which won't take a lot to beat us, because, yeah, we kind of sucked when we did it.
As you can all see who are watching it live, Neko is dead last with 1 point. So as long as you get one right, you know, you're good. You just need to get one right.
Neko's down there holding the rest of us up.
Pretty much, yes.
Making the rest of us look good.
He's done a public service there.
Yeah, we will have. You'll have 2 minutes. The timer will start when I finish asking the first question, and if we are midway through a question when the timer ends, you will then have time to think about that and answer. Are you ready, Ellen?
I am ready. I'm ready.
I thought she'd run away.
Yeah.
No, I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay. Is the timer ready, sir?
Yes.
Question the first. In Kingdom Hearts, which Disney villain acts as the leader?
Oh my.
If you don't know, you can pass.
Oh goodness. Oh, I want to say it's Jafar.
Incorrect. Which sport heavily features in the JRPG Inazuma 11?
I've never played that, and I do not know.
No problem. What is the name of the fighting game for the PS1 that was banned in 1998 for its fetish moves?
Fetish moves. Street Fighter?
No.
Which
FPS game, first-person shooter game, would you hear the line, "Stairs? No!"
Oh, I know this one. Which Borderlands 2? No?
Yep, correct.
Oh my god, I got that one.
In Far Cry 3, who says the line, "Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity"?
Vaas.
Correct.
I know that one.
In the Half-Life games, who is described as the sinister interdimensional bureaucrat?
I cannot remember the name.
In Metal Gear Solid, which well-known Nintendo villain does Snake describe as a cheap movie monster?
I do not know. I can't remember. Oh my god.
In Final Fantasy, which recurring enemy self-destructs when hit by the player?
Moogles?
No. In the intro to Pokemon Red, Gengar and Nidorino are fighting. Which Pokemon is fighting Gengar in the intro to Pokemon Blue?
Last question. So take your time.
Would you like me to repeat it?
Yes.
In the intro to Pokemon Red, Gengar and Nidorino are fighting. Which Pokemon is fighting Gengar in the intro to Pokemon Blue?
Oh my god. Oh, it's a... Oh, I know this one. I know this one because I just had it. Oh, what's his name? Oh goodness.
There's only about 500 to pick from, so.
Only about 500 to pick from. Is it Jigglypuff?
Correct.
As if.
Oh my god.
As if.
That was impressive.
Ooh.
Yes.
No, because I was thinking because it's a little thing and it's going back and forth, and I couldn't think if it was what's the Diglett or if it was her, because I called Jigglypuff a her.
So would you like to know your final score?
It's probably 1. What?
Your final score is 3 points.
And this was the day that we stopped being friends.
You beat both of us, technically, because you go above me.
Yes, this is true. See,
Well,
as
I could just, when you said Pokemon Blue, I could just see the opening screen in my mind, and I could see the little one flipping in front of me. I was like, it has to be Diglett or something else, but I don't know.
Right, should we go through the ones you didn't get, see if Liam knows it?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I know a couple, but there's a lot there I don't think I did.
In
Go ahead.
Kingdom Hearts, which Disney villain acts as the leader?
I can't remember.
That's
not the original.
Maleficent.
Yeah.
Which sport heavily features in the JRPG Inazuma 11?
Well, based on 11, is it football?
Yeah.
Or soccer for you Yanks?
Yeah, soccer. What was the name of the fighting game for the PS1 that was banned in 1998 for its fetish moves?
Would it have been Mortal Kombat, maybe?
It was called Thrill Kill.
Oh, I thought it might have been like Mortal Kombat 3 or something.
You got the Borderlands 2 quote. You got the Vaz saying, did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? In the Half-Life games, who's the sinister interdimensional bureaucrat?
Don't know, I don't like Half-Life.
Is G-Man.
Okay.
In Metal Gear Solid, which well-known Nintendo villain does Snake describe as a cheap movie monster?
I would take a punt at Bowser.
Correct. In Final Fantasy, what reoccurring enemy self-destructs when hit by the player?
In what series, sorry?
In Final Fantasy.
It's the Firebomb. I can't remember the proper name of it.
It's just called Bomb.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's all of them.
And I knew the last one as well.
Yeah, I know you did, because I said it to you before the show.
I know.
I'm not letting you get away with that.
Never mind. But well done. So you've beaten Martin. That means you are now in 4th place. And Martin's been relegated to 5th. And that means Neko is no longer even in the top 10. He's now 11th.
As it should be.
Oh, Neko.
Yes. Okay. So that was the nerd list. We have, for those of you watching live or watching the VOD on YouTube, we've got a swanky new thing, and I'll update it each week, hopefully, with the standings of who's where, just so you don't have to keep looking off on a Google Doc, which is a bit stupid. And we have got Neko in our chat saying that he'll beat everybody again, but I mean, he had his opportunity and was destroyed. The thing, like, people say they're going to do well in that, but the nerves get to people when you put on the spot with 2 minutes. It's not as easy as it seems.
I'm sure we'll have him on again, and I'm sure he will get a different score. 0 is always a possibility.
This is true. 0 is a score too.
And for those asking in chat, if 2 people have the same points, if it's me or Lim that they've got the same points with, the guest always goes above us.
Yes, this is true. We need to start having like 0.5 so we can split people out a bit better. But other than being above us, it's random basically.
No, what we do is the other people that have the same number, we're going to have them fight to the death.
Yes, this is true. We should have like a Smash Brothers tournament for people on the same score. But the way I'm seeing it for 1st place is unless you beat Nina Lee's score of 4, then you're not above her.
Yeah,
so if you get 4, then you're not above Neen until you get 5, sort of thing. So that's the way I'm doing it in terms of being first. If people get 4, they're not ahead. They have to get 5, which is turning out to be harder than you would think.
Yeah, considering when we started this, you actually turned around to me and said, "Oh, make sure you have about 50 odd questions because people will get loads." And then you got 2.
Well, you wait for episode 50. You wait for episode 50, I'm going to get at least 20 and I'm going to make all you idiots put you all to shame.
As I've said, Lynn, 0 is still an option.
Yeah, for you, because I'm going to make your questions really fucking hard. I hope you have an intimate knowledge of the Commodore 64 back library, because that's where most of your questions are going to be based. So name the 4 members of the development team for this specific game, for like the Atari 2600 or something like that.
You tried to screw me like that the first time round and I still beat you, so...
Shut your face. I made your questions harder out of spite, to be honest, because of how hard your fucking questions were for me.
I asked you what was the enemy's name in Halo, for God's sake. That was
yes,
not
obviously
difficult.
That was one of the 2 points that I got. That's besides the point. Shall we move on?